Welcome back to the courtyard. Shalom. In this video you're going to see some footage from our trip to Bethlehem, which is in the West Bank. So it was an experience, I'll say, getting across the border. I never like security, so it just makes me nervous. But we hopped a bus, went to where the checkpoint is, and went through security and all of that, and had a tour guide who then had a guy waiting in a van. Yes, I realize it sounds shady, but he was there waiting, and we went to the Church of the Nativity. We tried to get to the Shepherd's Field, but it was closed. We were a little too late in the day, but enjoyed the trip nonetheless. So you'll see some videos of the birthplace of Jesus, and it was a great trip with my parents again, and we saw lots of neat stuff. This is the Church of the Holy Nativity built in Bethlehem, and this is some of the relics that we see. Here we're going down the steps into what they call the grotto, where they say is the exact birthplace of Jesus. And so it's all decorated just to kind of show all of what has taken place there, pictures of Mary and the angel and whatnot. But you go down into what would have been a cave 2,000 years ago, and you can kind of see some of the remains on the ceiling here in a minute. But they've got this area where our tour guide is pointing preserved as what would have been the actual stable, and it's got a lot of significant symbols, 14 points on that star, and there's always candles burning and whatnot. And it's all set up so that you can kneel down and touch the stone, the bedrock, the things that would have been there 2,000 years ago when Jesus was born. There's some of the cave on the ceiling. I just enjoyed that picture, just some artwork of Bethlehem, a map, also pictures of the apostles and some other important figures. But this is the door going into the Church of the Nativity, and in the Middle Ages they made the door lower so that you have to bow coming into the door, and this is what you walk into. This would be, I guess they call it the nave. Zay loved this. This was his absolute favorite thing. It's a statue of King George defeating the dragon, and he just wanted to stand there and look at it and talk about it the whole time we were there, and so he was excited to see that. But he also got to ride a camel, not a real camel, and this was at a shop that we went to look at some locally made olive wood things. This camel is one of them. They let the kids sit on it, and Eleanor also got a chance to sit on it, as you'll see here in a second. But they really enjoyed that part of the tour, and it was just, again, neat to see the birthplace of Jesus, and to have my parents there was special as well. So we all enjoyed that. We had a tour guide who was very knowledgeable, very helpful, and took us around to some significant places. We were thankful for that and got there quickly and easily and really enjoyed the tour. Our tour guide was very knowledgeable. He was very obviously Muslim, though. When he was asking some questions and trivia and whatnot, he kept referring to Jesus as the prophet, and that's just a telltale sign. He never was saying that Jesus was God. But he was very knowledgeable and knew what he was talking about as far as the sites go. So it was helpful to have him along to get through the crossings and all of that, and then also to tell us some things that we wouldn't know just by being at the site. So Church of the Nativity, and we tried to get to the Shepherd's Field, didn't work. We tried to get to the Greek Shepherd's Field, but that didn't work either. But then we went to a restaurant, which was called the Tent Restaurant, and it was looking over the hilly, rocky mountainside, and delicious food. Our tour guide sat and ate with us, so he helped us with the menu a little bit and made suggestions, recommendations about what to eat. But again, just a great experience with my parents, but then also being able to see the place of the birth of Jesus, and to be reminded that this took place in time and history, and it's not just something we read about, it's something that happened. And to see the site, obviously they've changed a lot over the years, but just good to see and to be reminded of. I'm wearing my new Jerusalem swag. You can see it's like the Patagonia label. That would not by any stretch of the imagination be legal in the United States to print like that, but it's here. They have them everywhere, and I like it. Little pro tip here, shirt sizes are a little bit different, or maybe I've gained some weight, I don't know, but a 2X is just a little snug, so maybe go a step up if you're looking for some t-shirts, memorabilia, and whatnot. But again, enjoying our time, and Bethlehem was a good experience, and there's more footage to come. I'm trying to take it in smaller bites because it's easier to edit that way, and maybe get some more information out of it. But that's all I have to say about Bethlehem. Catch you in the next one. Shalom.